Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, we are going to be speaking about female rap and unrealistic beauty standards. So I just want to get into it. Female rap as a whole, this is not coming at anyone in particular. So if you're interested in that, female rap, pop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, my unpopular opinions, whatever I feel like getting into for real, go on ahead and subscribe and let's get into this video. So this is going to be like a rant and ramble video, just classic me giving my thoughts and opinions. There is no formal like script or anything. I'm just talking. So the conversation is unrealistic beauty standards in female rap. And when I say unrealistic beauty standards, I mean like not even just like plastic surgery or BBLs and boob jobs. I just mean like the body type that we're presented in general. So that is the huge boobs, huge butt, huge hips, big thighs, and no waist. And this can be surgically enhanced or naturally achieved. But irregardless of whichever it is, that is the standard. That is what we're shown, that is what's presented to us, and that is what is looked at as the ideal body type that we see in female rap for the most part. For years, it's been that way. So within female rap, there are some people who have naturally achieved this look, who are just naturally stacked. They're naturally built. They have the slim waist, big boobs, big butt, perfect shape just naturally. But then there are some who have artificially gotten their body enhanced in order to fit into that mold of which is acceptable and which is sought after in female rap. It seems like just everything has to be perfect, perfectly sculpted looking and completely unrealistic to regular women's bodies on an average. And it's like no blemishes, no pimples, no stretch marks, no hair. Everything is smooth, everything is perfect, everything is perfectly shaped. And of course, they have to make themselves look attractive to the general public and they have to have a brand. So, of course, there has to be some kind of a standard. And obviously, they don't want to look sloppy or look a mess or not look a certain way. But why does the standard have to be outrageously large butts and boobs and 2% body fat on your waist? Who decided that that was the standard of beauty? I mean, within female rap, but just in general, that seems to be like the standard in urban beauty. But just like in female rap specifically, like who decided that that was the way that they wanted urban female rap women to look? Or that was deemed as the most attractive option? Like, I wonder who sat down and was like, okay, so this is what we want the overarching look for female rappers to be. They have to look like this, and this is how we're gonna have everyone molded to be. Or if you're not looking like this, the chances of you getting a space in female rappers is gonna be very small because you have to fit a certain archetype. And I wonder who was it a group effort or was it one person who decided, okay, this is what y'all need to look like for the most part. There can be a sprinkle of you guys here and there who don't look like this, but for the most part, everybody has to fit this mold in order to get in. I will say, as of recently, there is a little bit more of a sprinkle of body diversity in there. Coyle has been here. She's been skinny. She's been representing for the skinny female rappers. Ice Spice, she just recently lost a lot of weight. She's still thicker than Coi Leray, but she is small now. Ice Spice has lost her typical standard female rap starter package body. Megan Thee Stallion, she's also slimmed down a ton. Like I just saw her in the Mamushi music video, which is a crazy video, hella demonic. Super symbolism. Y'all, I want to start, which I kind of low key already did, but I haven't posted it. I want to do a conspiracy theories videos channel. There's so much stuff going on in the industry. There's a lot of symbolism. I would like to talk about it. Some of you guys are interested, but some of you guys aren't. Let me know in the comments. I want to get into that, and I want y'all to subscribe, though. I'm not going to just put a channel and nobody subscribe. So y'all let me know. But anyway, in the Mamushi video for Megan Thee Stallion, she is super slim now. She looks like a size 1 or a 2. Like when Megan Thee Stallion came out, she was this starter pack female rap. We got to get a girl who's thick naturally. If it wasn't artificially achieved, we got to make sure she's naturally thick. She was already naturally stacked when she first came out, but now she's slimmed down. So recently the girls have been slimming down a bit, but generally, historically in female rap, the girls are always thicker and they always have a certain build in order to be accepted or pushed in female rap. Like, I pay attention to all of the girls, especially like when they first come in the game. There are so many girls that, like, when they first came in the game, they didn't have any work done, but then they end up getting it because at the end of the day, they have to appeal to the genre. And if you don't end up getting the work done, then people are going to body shame you on Instagram and Twitter like they did with Coyle Ray, and how they're picking apart Megan Thee Stallion's body now and Ice Spice's body. Like, for example, I noticed it immediately when the City Girls first broke out with their hits. Touch me, taste me, fuck me, squeeze me. Once you do that, he'll never leave. Fuck you and the rest of y'all crew, cause I'll take y'all nigga and I keep mine too. If you wanna fight, I'm with that too. Bitch, I'm anyway. So okay, so you remember that era of the City Girls when they first came out. JT and Carisha did not have no work done. Listen, if I'm not mistaken, they were small. They had nothing. They had no work done. But eventually, when they got more popping, they went and got their body done. Because in female rap, if you are too slim, they were slim. If you go back to their old videos, they were slim. JT was slim. She was tiny. The Where the Bag At era, during that time, if you go back and watch that video, they look completely different. They were so tiny and they didn't look to me to have any work done. And if they did have work done at the time, which I don't think they did, but if they did, they went and got more and enhanced it to have the big butts and the big boobs, and the JT looks completely different. She don't even look like that no more. Neither does Carisha. I'm pretty sure they both went and got work done. So it's like if you don't come in the game with the work, eventually you get it just to appeal to the new body standard that you have to appeal to. Like I said, there is an exception. There are a couple of girls, but the majority of the girls, like I said, either naturally have stacked bodies and they made sure that they did on purpose. They picked the girls that were thick on purpose, or they made the girls who didn't already have it go get surgery so that they could have it. Also, I don't think it's just female rap that has unrealistic body standards, by the way, but this video is about female rap. It's not about any other genre. But I do also think that pop music has this too. Pop music has unrealistic beauty standards. They are all almost super skinny, with a couple of exceptions, like Adele when she was a bigger, and then Lizzo, she's in pop to me. She's bigger. But for the most part, the overarching is the super tiny Ariana Grande size girl. Maybe a little bit bigger than her, but just in that general consensus of being tiny. And that is what the pop audience likes to see. If you are bigger or gain weight in the pop space, or thick, or your boobs are too big, your butt, your hips, please, they will eat you up in that pop space. You cannot come up in no pop space gaining weight. You just can't. You can't. You cannot. The girls in female rap have a little bit more grace. If they gain weight, people will talk about it, but not that much because they're already big in other areas. They got big boobs, big butts, hips, but whatever the hell. So if they gain a little weight, they can kind of move around with that weight because it's a little bit more proportional because they already have other big body parts. But these pop bitches, forget it. Forget it. Imagine if Ariana Grande started putting on weight. Imagine if Ariana Grande, she's been skinny her whole, except for Victoria. She actually was she had a little bit more meat on her when she was on Victorious. But when she became Ariana Grande, the pop star, she has been rail thin forever. And she's even skinnier now than she was then. Imagine if Ariana Grande started putting on weight, the amount of hate she would get. Holy crap. Pop girls cannot do that. They can't. Camila Cabello, I remember she started putting on weight. I don't remember when, but it was around a certain era. I think it was when she was still with Shawn Mendes. I don't know. But she started putting on weight. And I remember the tabloids were eating her up. People in comments were calling her fat. Camila Cabello, I feel like she probably is naturally genetically a thicker girl. I feel like that personally. Like if she eats the wrong way, she will probably blow up. That's what Camila Cabello, but she keeps her weight down. That's what I think. I think her weight fluctuates, but she keeps it down. She tries to keep it down. When she was gaining weight, the pop people, they were eating her up. They're like, oh, Camila Cabello is fat. I saw comments of people saying they weren't going to support Camila Cabello just because she gained weight. I saw that somewhere. I don't remember where. And then they're doing it with Selena Gomez. When Selena Gomez started gaining weight, people were like, oh my gosh, Selena Gomez is fat. Da, 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 da. She's in the pop space. You can't gain weight in that space. Who else? A couple other people who have their weights have fluctuated and stuff like that. You can be have a little bit of something to you, maybe a little hip situation, but don't get too comfortable. Don't get a big butt in pop music. Do not have a larger behind in pop music. Forget it. Can y'all imagine if Taylor Swift gained weight? Can y'all imagine that? Can y'all imagine the amount of hate she would get? Can you imagine how people would tear her up, especially in the climate that we are with Taylor Swift right now? A lot of people are not feeling Taylor Swift because she's been anticky and also her music is not that great as of now. Can you imagine if Taylor Swift put on weight? She started getting a butt. They would tear her apart. It reminds me of that meme that I saw. It was a meme the other day that I saw that showed Taylor Swift taking Ice Spice's butt. Ice Spice was flat, and Taylor Swift had all the curves that Ice Spice had. It was so funny. But imagine if Taylor Swift actually looked like that. If Taylor Swift actually looked like that, nobody would find it funny. Nobody would find it funny. They would reject her immediately and call her all types of names, say she's a whore and she's a slut and she's all. They would make her body type being as natural, her natural body type, they would make that a bad thing and they would make that her fault and they would push her aside and cast her aside in like the pop space. She would get looked at as like a stripper or something for her naturally. Say if she naturally gained weight and she naturally got thick like that, they would over sexualize her and they would cast her out of the space because they'd be like, ew, she looks disgusting, she's just a whore. Like they would do that. That's another thing that I don't like about the female rap body type, standard. I'm talking a lot. Should I end the video? I'm talking a lot. Should I keep going? I don't know. That's another thing that I don't necessarily like about it too, is that the girls who are natural, it's over sexualized. Like thick bodies are over sexualized, and female rap as a genre is over sexualized. It's like we can't do anything without it being hypersexual, which again, I love hypersexuality in a way. I do like sexual moments in a way. It's very freeing and it's a part of being a woman, in my opinion, to have some sexuality to yourself. But it's like, because of how the body type and the standard is for female rap, it's automatically going to get over sexualized. Like it's automatically, a certain body type is automatically going to be looked at as a certain way. But I feel bad for the women who are naturally stacked like that and just be trying to mind their business and walk down the street and just exist as human beings, but they're automatically going to be over sexualized because the media over sexualizes the body type. And the media expects that women who look like that to be hypersexual and be slutty and be strippers and be all of these things. Meanwhile, there are girls just walking around down the street who are thick and they can't help that they're thick, but people are going to sexualize them without their consent just because they look like that. You know what I mean? There's so much. But anyway, yeah. I feel like in general, I'm happy to see that the body types are starting to transition a bit and we're getting a little bit more of a mix of skinny and thick and medium-sized girls because it's time for a change. But anyway, I'm done ranting and rambling, guys. I hope you enjoy my ranting and rambling. And I love you to death, even if people who don't love me, who stay watching me, because I know y'all do. Even if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't like you and I don't agree with what you said. And you're a hater and you're this and you're that, baby, you're watching me. I have 5K subscribers, but yet y'all be watching me though. For 5K subscribers, you would think people wouldn't watch because I'm a small channel, but y'all are here, so I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I love you. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.